Kenyans, I need to tell you something. We'll all have to save our country. Sorted. We all have duties to do in the streets we live. And I'm asking Kenyans, wherever you are, don't look at what the MCA is not doing, what Mama Mta is not doing, what other peoples are not doing. What you're supposed to do is you're supposed to do where you are. You're supposed to do what is required for you to do it. There are some things which we cannot control because we know our president is corrupt and looting. And he changes people day and night, not because of the leadership. It is because it is political will or they want to loot. We have seen a president that he has changed. He still employs CS on the fourth or third year of his sworn in as a president. He still employs people. Why? It's not because he wants to lead Kenyans better. Nyote munajua, Ruto is not there to lead you. Ruto is not there to bring changes. Ruto is there to loot. That is how it is. And the minute we are going to affirm this and be in peace with it, we are going to move forward. So Kenyans, we know there are some things we cannot handle them. But there are some things we need to handle them from our counties, from our streets, from our MCA's office. We need to hit the ground running because politicians are taking this country on the drain. And that is how it is. Na kila siku, I'm going to repeat it until it sinks in. The politician who destroyed West Africa, they have no difference with our politicians. They are the same. They are the same. Because you cannot tell me the job of the CS of mining is doing and the job Adan Duale is going to do in the Ministry of Health. Ministry of Health is the most place where there is a lot of tenders, there is a lot of money. Duale was taking in that ministry to help Ruto loot, not to change anything. Guys, you need to understand that. Ruto does not prioritize leading Kenyans. Ruto will never lead Kenyans. And that is why I'm telling Mount Kenya and other guys, you need to be smart. Hii story munaletewa mchele na kasongo. Munaletewa nini na kasongo. You need to be smart. Mumeona vile ametoa ule MP wa Meru, akaeka ule jamaa mwingine. Ruto hataki hataki kwa sababu ya uongozi. Anataka kuangalia kama senator atakuwa yuko bora ama yuko vipi. Anataka kuona mtoto wa Gideon Moi ni nani ule yuko na power ya kumpatia kura. That is how it is. Because if Ruto wanted to lead this country, he could have made a small changes. Nyumba anazotujengea na ambazo anatukata mshahara, hatujaona hata unit moja. Wakati wa Uhuru tuliona unit. Education, he has destroyed it. Is micromanaging every ministry for his interest. Ruto is not there to loot. And that is why our business are suffering. That is why everything is not happening in Kenya. Economy is dropping. Why? It's because the Kalenjin are looting and they are keeping it because they are fools. Look at how Kalenjin steals, loots, and how Kikuyu loots. When a Kikuyu loots, they go and invest it somewhere so that the money can go around and people can do business with it. Kalenjin, when they loot, they take that money to banks in Swiss, to banks where that money is not circulating. And that is how they think they are going to take over. There is no way Kalenjin will be ahead of any tribe in this Kenya. It will never, and it will never happen. Now, Kenyans, we need to be sober. One thing I need to ask you, forget about Coast Region. Coast Region, they are sleeping. They are in the blanket. They don't know where they are. Here in Coast, we prioritize the so-called, we are sycophants of Raila and everyone. We follow what Ali Hassan Joe says, what Ali, whatever Mishimboko sings, whatever the song Machele sings. Here, we don't know which government moves which side. We don't know which government are we in. We don't know who is leading. We don't know where we are heading here in Coast. Now, Mount Kenya. Guys, myself, I love you so much. And whatever you are doing, Mount Kenya, it's not tribalism. There is something ilikuja inaitwa ugatuzi. Ugatuzi, you need to prioritize your own counties. It is in America, it is in every county, it is in every country, even in South Africa. Every county, they are supposed to look at their interest first before they move out and start putting themselves together with other counties. So Mount Kenya, whatever you are doing, prioritizing yourself, let every Kenyan call you tribalism. But my friend, it's not tribalism. You are just taking care of your people and taking care of your county. Coast region, they have decided to be silent. They have decided to sleep. They have decided to destroy the lives of their offsprings. Why? Because they are acting like they don't understand anything. Here we prioritize politicians. We sing their song. Whenever they say this, we move. When Raila comes here, he talks about this, we move. That is what we are going to do. But Mount Kenya, you need to be careful. Whatever Ruto is planning against Mount Kenya is not good, and I don't like it. But we need to be smart. The only way, we need to chukue kura kwa wingi. We need to vote in massive. And we need to be smart. We know our president is creating block votes in Somalia. With the 3 chiefs waliochukuliwa. Wameenda huko wanapatia watu vitambulisho wanakata kura. He's creating block votes in Somalia. And they are going to be shipped here. Na wameanza kuwa shipped here kidogo kidogo. And they are going to be voting. And after Ruto amekalia second term, those vitambulisho nini zitakuwa disqualified. Just like what Uhuru did and Adan Duale in 2013. So guys, you need to be smart. So if you are thinking Adan Duale is there to go and decide what is better in the health, mtu wangamia. He has no experience of being a minister of health. He has no experience whatsoever. I don't know what is Adan Duale's measure. What is his measure, by the way? What is his measure for him to handle a Ministry of Health? Nothing. Adan Duale is there to help Ruto loot. Our CS of mining is there because he's a PR, and you know he was never a good governor. He's there to help Ruto loot. And everyone else. Right now they are looting and keeping. Looting and keeping. So Kenyans, it's high time you stop being ignorant. Tunajua wazi tunaibiwa na tunajua tunaibiwa wapi. And we know Ruto is looting. And we know he's stealing from us. And we know all of the promises, nothing will happen. And Kenyans were still sitting. It's high time we climb back Kenya. We cannot let President Ruto, we can never let him qualify and graduate as a dictator in this country. We cannot do that. And that is what we need to do as Kenyans. We need to claim back this country where our kids are going to live, where everyone is depending on this country. Kenya is very peaceful, but Ruto is invested in destroying it piece by piece, and we are not going to let it. So Mount Kenya, na kuja huko munipatie kiti cha MCA. Huku Mombasa sioni, munipatie huko senator. I'm coming. Tumeelewana? Mukue makini. Hizo mchele munazopewa muangalie munapewa nini. For God's sake, we know where our president comes from. He does not have good interest in people. He only wants to sit for the second term. He wants to go down in the history as the worst president who led 10 years. That is what he prioritized. We are not going to let him beat down us this time round. We need to be smarter. And we know we are smarter. Gen Z, organize yourself. Watu wengine kina Kasamweli, kina nani wamenunuliwa, they are compromised. But it does not mean that we are not smart. Destroy education ndio after 10 years kusikue na watu ambao wako so educated. My friend, Ruto, you are playing with Kenya. We are coming for you 2027. Jamanini, mimi ndio Batuli Muhammad Swale. Na mimi najitahidi sana katika maisha yangu na mapungufu yangu kama mwanadamu. Nina aibu zangu, Allah amenistiri. Kwa sababu zile Allah amenistiri, siwezi mwambia hata mwanadamu mwingine. Kwa sababu nikimwambia mwanadamu mwingine, Allah hata nisamea. Naelewa wazi. Na yangu Allah amenistiri. Lakini nawaambia ndugu zangu, na nawaambia ndugu zangu, saa zingine watu munakaa munani project, munafanya nini, munanieka mahali pabaya sielewi. Kaeni chini mukae mjue. Mimi munaoyasema kuhusu mimi, I don't give a shit. Mimi sijali. I know who I am and I know what God looks for me to do. Umenielewa? Na najitahidi kila siku to do the right thing. Na once najua nimefail na nimefanya this mistake, it becomes a lesson and I own it to my level best. Knowing, complaining, reasoning and blaming anyone will not help me. I learn through it and I move ahead, waiting and looking forward to do better than what I did. I started several businesses. I failed more than you can expect. I've gone from one place to another in matter of growth. And I believe when people say, the more you fail, the more successful you become, because you learn from your failure. And you wake up, stand up, you start doing what you are required to do, more than blaming anyone or reasoning with anyone. And that is why Nightingale said, I affirm my success to this. I never blamed or took a reason of blame anyone for anything. That is the reason for my success. And that is how things are, black and white. Now, ukinipigia simu, ukiniambia Batuli, I need you to help me fight this. You need to give me the proof of what you are claiming you want to fight. But if you want to fight whatever you want to fight, and you want to put other people in disguise, or you want to protect some people, and those people are so compromised in your issue, and you don't want to mention them, then I'm not in that fight. I'm not going to fight for you or anything. I'm not going to show you the path where you are going to fight for it. End of the day, I'm just a source. The person who fights for you is God. I'm just a source. Everyone has a source of whatever they started came from who. And that is why I'm there. So most of you, munafikiria mimi ni TikToker kama hao wengine. Utanipigia simu, uniambie kuna judge kotini, alinifanya. You don't have a paper. You don't have a proof for me to prove whatever you're saying is true. Then my friend, don't find yourself in my DM. Una mtoto wako amerepiwa, umekuwa defiled, uko kesini, uko kotini. Now you don't have anything to prove that you are going through that same thing. You want me to show you the light. Then I'm sorry, don't find yourself in my DM. So that is who I am. Umenielewa? Because coming here, mentioning someone, that is defamation. You are tarnishing someone's name without a proof of whatever it is. Tumeelewana? Sometimes we can get in trouble for whatever we are doing. You think taking a phone and talking content, it's not a joke. So you need to have a proof of whatever you are doing. And from where I'm standing to where we are going, things are going to get messy. Ni munaona tu ni TikTok na nini na nini na nini. Kenyans are learning and they are understanding the law every day. Tumeelewana? So musifikiria hii story, it will go on for life. So you want me to shed light on something, to give you advice on something. You need to come clean and tell me what it is it. Na nimekwambia, I don't judge anyone, but I tell you black and white how it is. Umenielewa? Kuna ile mimi nije nikwambie wewe ni mpuzi. Have not judged you. I've told you who you are, and this is what we can do for you to move from this to this. And that is how it is. So guys, keep it locked here. Let's see what we can do together.